Got back early this morning from Troy. Won game 1 4-2, won game 2 8-7, lost game 3 2-1. Our offense showed signs of being better, and it showed signs of inconsistency that we battled all year. Our pitching was outstanding all weekend. Our defense struggled a lot over the weekend for the first series that I can remember. And but in spite of that, I thought our pitching held up very well and give us a chance to win all 3 games. And overall, come out of the weekend in pretty good health. I think we're healthy going into the weekend series with South Alabama. Be good to be back home here. We got a lot of work to do the next couple of days in practice. Kylie Joe will start throwing again tomorrow. Hopefully we'll have her back for the weekend series. Give us another additional boost in the bullpen, and look forward to playing that game against South Al. What was their RPI this morning, you know? 45. Yeah, they were 44 last week, so another top 50 RPI. It'd be a good test for our young squad.
Questions you have?
Coach, you think the defense, when y'all played in California and South Carolina and then this weekend, is the defense about home and away?
It's definitely an advantage anytime you're on your own field, your own dirt. You have a better feel for your dirt, I think. I don't really know much about that. It's maybe just focus. This weekend it got away from us. I think like a lot of things in our game, hitting and defense both are contagious. I think when you start making an error and you put, you get it on your consciousness, you press a little bit more, and we let it snowball on us. And there's 2 choices. When somebody makes an error, you buckle down, want the ball, pick up your teammate, or you get on your heels and you escalate the problem by making another error. And we tended to escalate the last 3. We had a run there of 3 games starting last Sunday where we had 3 errors, 2 errors, 4 errors, and that's the first time I believe all year we had 4 errors. And so we had season high there over that stretch. Sunday I thought we bounced back, did a little better, but we definitely got to put a big focus on our defense again this week in practice and try to improve on that area of our game.
The next couple of weeks are crucial. You mentioned playing South Al, and you're going to be playing Texas State not too far away these next 2 or 3 weeks. Is it a little unsettling going into that, not being really 100% what your lineup is, or are you okay with that?
I wish we had our lineup set as 28th game of the year. We're halfway through the season almost. We should know what our lineup is, but I'm not going to set the lineup till I'm happy with the performance and I'm ready to stop the inter-squad competition. I want our kids to compete every day in practice to get better, and I think you have to demand and have expectations of success in all 9 positions, and we're going to keep experimenting until we get a team on the field that we feel like is the one that will win the regional for us or win the conference tournament. I just feel like we can be better. I feel like our 9 individual players can all get better, all 9 spots on the field, and I'm going to keep them competing until I feel like we've got 9 players out there that clearly have earned that spot, and there's no chance of improving it off the bench.
I know you don't have the production you want right now, but do you just, having them go through all those scrimmages, do you feel like you have the competitiveness, like the drive for them to want to say, we want to be better and we want to a postseason team?
Yeah, I think we have a very competitive team of outstanding young women. I think they're really special competitors. I'm very, very satisfied with who they are and what they are. I do think we've got to get better, and individually and as a team. I think we all know we can play at a higher level, and I think they're competitive enough to make that happen. There's nothing wrong with the character of our ball club. The intangibles of our ball club is really special. Our talent is sufficient if we develop our talent, and our skills just have to improve. We have to improve as a softball team, as softball players, and that's what competition will do, and we're going to keep competing, and we're not going to accept anything less than being the best we can be as we go throughout the year.
How much will the opponent play into that? For instance, if you're playing a team like a South Al, obviously pitching good, maybe doesn't score almost like you, Do you want more offensive players to give you an advantage, or do you go more? How much is that going to play?
I think it depends. You know, if you talk to Coach Guthrie, no doubt he's going to say defense. We need our best defense on the field. Probably going to be low-scoring games, team with the fewest mistakes. Most likely would win. If you're talking to me, I would probably lean that, hey, whoever scores the most is going to win the series. So it's kind of two philosophies, and we try to balance it out. We'll discuss it, argue about it, and we'll come to, you know, a conclusion, and hopefully we'll make the right decision. But that's always a challenge in our sport, knowing which way we want to go. Do we want to go with our best defense or our best offense? Obviously, I wish I could figure out a way to get more offense out there. At the same time, we got to be aware that, you know, we've won a lot of games based on our defense and our pitching. And we want to keep our pitchers where they, you know, it's comforting to a pitcher to know that they've got their best defense behind them. So we want to keep that out there as often as we can. We may have to start going to more of a platoon situation here. We're getting late enough in the season. We kind of know who our best hitters are, and we also know who our best defense is. So this may be our next step, is to go to the platoon system and try to, you know, balance that out.
Y'all do arm wrestle or rock paper scissors?
we do a lot of discussing, and at times it gets very, you know, it gets pretty animated because it's very frustrating to us as coaches as well, and I'm sure it's frustrating to the fans, and we all understand that. But we have to be patient with a young team, and I have to be positive in my thoughts about them, and trust that, you know, your practice and preparation at the end of the day should allow us to get better and determine our fate.
What are the biggest challenges of South Alabama, just from what you've seen from them?
They always pitch well, and they play great defense. They're going to throw the ball really well. Outstanding pitching. Brown kid goes up, and then we've got the drop ball kid that transferred in from Kansas. So they can go up and down, and that'll be a challenge going from probably up game one to down game two. And then they'll play defense. They always do, and they're always well coached. Coach Clark has them. They're usually very fundamentally sound and well prepared.
And then, even though you guys don't have the offensive production you're looking for right now, do you still feel like you guys are still prepared in close ball games, all the ones that you guys have played?
Yeah, the team, the one thing they've really done extremely well is they fight hard to the very end. You're never out of the game. You know, I think we've got to mature and learn the importance of getting out front and going wire to wire with a win. Sometimes we tend to be complacent, I feel like, and, you know, we're almost too comfortable when we're down a run or two runs, and we think we're just going to come from behind in the 6th and 7th inning. And like Sunday, that didn't happen. And so I think that's part of the maturity of a young team. I feel like I've got to be patient with them and help them get through that. But, you know, I'm very satisfied with where they're at.